E.N.D here, day 2 for the spoilers of Tarkir Dragonstorm. Leave me in the comments which Khan are you? Are you Abzan, Jeskai, Sultai, Mardu or Timer? My Khan is obviously Timer. Anyway, let's start. And let's start as always with the most important cards, the mythic cards. Teval, Arbiter of Virtue, 2, 1 black, 1 green and 1 blue, 6/6, flying, lifelink. Spells you cast have death. Whenever you cast a spell you lose life equal to its mana value. Taiga, Master Opportunist, 1 and 1 blue, 2/2 with Flurry. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, copy it, then exile the spell you cast with 4 time counters on it. If it doesn't have Suspend, it gains Suspend. Dragonback Assault, 3, 1 green, 1 blue and 1 red enchantment. Enters the battlefield, it deals 3 damage to each creature and each planeswalker. Landfall, whenever a land you control enters the battlefield, create a 4/4 red dragon creature token with flying. Winter Night Stories, 2 and 1 blue sorcery, draw 3 cards, then discard 2 cards unless you discard a creature card. Harmonize for 4 and 1 blue. Magmatic Hellkite, 2 and 2 red, 4/5 with flying. Enters the battlefield, destroy target non-basic land an opponent controls. Its controller searches their library for a basic land card, put it on the battlefield tapped with a stun counter on it, then shuffle. Surak Elusive Hunter, 2 and 1 green, 4/3. The spell can't be countered. Trample, whenever a creature you control or a creature spell you control becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, draw a card. Eski Dragonclaw, 1, 1 green, 1 blue and 1 red, 4/4. Vigilance, Trample, Ward 1. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you've cast both a creature spell and a non-creature spell, this turn draw a card and put 2+1/+1 counters on it. Awaken the Honor Dead, 1 black, 1 green and 1 blue. Enchantment Saga. Chapter 1, destroy target non-land permanent. Chapter 2, mill 3 cards. Chapter 3, you may discard a card. When you do, return target creature or land card from your graveyard to your hand. The Sip 6 Ceremony, for 3 black mana, legendary enchantment. Creature spells you cast cost 2 less to cast. Whenever a creature you control enters the battlefield, if you cast it, destroy that creature, then create a 2/2 black zombie druid creature token. Bloom Vi Region, 3 and 2 green, 4/5 with Omen. Claim territory, 2 and 1 green. Search your library for up to 2 basic forest cards, reveal them, put 1 onto the battlefield tapped and the other into your hand, then shuffle. Flying, whenever this creature or another dragon you control enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life. Temur Battlecry, 1 green, 1 blue and 1 red, 4/3. During your turn, spells you cast cost 1 less to cast for each creature you control with power 4 or greater. Duty Beyond That, 1 and 1 white instant. As an addition cost to cast the spell, sacrifice a creature. Creatures you control gain indestructible until end of turn. Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Static Snare, 4 and 1 white enchantment. Flesh, cost 1 less to cast for each attacking creature. Enters the battlefield, exile target artifact or creature an opponent controls until this enchantment leaves the battlefield. Aegis Sculptor, 3 and 1 blue, 2/3 with flying, War 2. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may exile 2 cards from your graveyard. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Strategic Betrayer, for 1 and 1 black sorcery. Target opponent exiles a creature they control and their graveyard. Corroding Dragonstorm, 1 and 1 black enchantment. Enters the battlefield, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Surveil, 2. When a dragon you control enters the battlefield, return this enchantment to its owner's hand. Yatan Tomgar, 2 and 1 black, 2/3 menace. Whenever a creature you control with a counter on it deals combat damage to a player, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. Purging Stormbrute, 4 and 1 black, 4/4 with Omen. Absorb Essence, for 1 and 1 white. Target creature get +2/+2 and gains lifelink and hexproof until end of turn. Flying, Ward, pay to life. Enters the battlefield, remove all counters from up to 1 target creature. Runescale Stormbrute, 3 and 1 red, 2/4 with Omen. Chilling Screech, for 1 and 1 blue. Counter target spell with mana value 2 or less. Flying, whenever you cast a non-creature spell or a dragon spell, this creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Channeled Dragonfire, for 1 red sorcery. It deals 2 damage to any target. Harmonize, for 5 and 2 red. Sunset Strike Master, for 1 and 1 red, 3/1. Tap, add 1 red mana. 2 and 1 red mana. Tap, sacrifice this creature. It deals 6 damage to target creature with flying. Rite of Renewal, 3 and 1 green sorcery. Return up to 2 target permanent cards from your graveyard to your hand. Target player shuffles up to 4 target cards from their graveyard into their library. Exile it. Marshal of the Lost, 2/1 white and 1 black, 3/3 with death touch. Whenever you attack target creature, get +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the number of attacking creatures. Stalwart Successor, 1/1 black and 1 green, 3/2 with menace. Whenever one or more counters are put on a creature you control, if it's the first time counters have been put on that creature this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on that creature. Auroral Procession, for 1 green and 1 blue instant, return target card from your graveyard to your hand. Abzan Monument, this will be a cycle, 2 generic mana artifact, enters the battlefield, search your library for a basic plain, swamp or forest, reveal it and put it into your hand, then shuffle. For 1 white, 1 black and 1 green, tap, sacrifice it, create an XX/Y spirit creature token where X is the greatest toughness among creatures you control, activate only as a sorcery. Temur Monument, 2 generic mana artifact, enters the battlefield, search your library for a basic forest, island or mountain, reveal it and put it into your hand. 3 1 green, 1 blue and 1 red, tap, sacrifice it, create a 5/5 green elephant creature token, activate only as a sorcery. Jeskai Monument, 2 generic mana artifact, enters the battlefield, search your library for a basic island, mountain or plains, reveal it and put it into your hand. For 1 blue, 1 red and 1 white, tap, sacrifice it, create 2 1/1 white bear creature tokens with flying, activate only as a sorcery. Mardu Monument, 2 generic mana artifact, enters the battlefield, search your library for a basic mountain, plains or swamp, reveal it and put it into your hand. 2 1 red, 1 white and 1 black, tap, sacrifice it, create 3 1/1 red warrior creature tokens, they gain menace and haste until end of turn, activate only as a sorcery. Sultai Monument, 2 generic mana artifact, enters the battlefield, search your library for a basic swamp, forest or island, reveal it and put it into your hand. 2 1 black, 1 green and 1 blue, tap, sacrifice it, create 2 2/2 black zombie druid creature tokens, activate only as a sorcery. Mardu Devotee, this will also be a cycle, for 1 white, 1/2, enters the battlefield, scry 2. For 1 generic mana, add 1 red, 1 white or 1 black mana, activate only once each turn. Temur Devotee, for 1 and 1 blue, 3/3 with defender, 1 generic mana, add 1 green, 1 blue or 1 red mana, activate only once each turn. Abzan Devotee, for 1 and 1 black, 2/1, 1 generic mana, add 1 white, 1 black or 1 green mana, activate only once each turn. For 2 and 1 black, return this card from your graveyard to your hand. Jeskai Devotee, for 1 and 1 red, 2/2, Flurry, whenever you cast your second spell each turn, this creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. 1 generic mana, add 1 blue, 1 red or 1 white mana, activate only once each turn. Sultai Devotee, for 1 and 1 green, 2/1 with death touch, 1 generic mana, add 1 black, 1 green or 1 blue mana, activate only once each turn. Tempest Hawk, 2 and 1 white, 2/2 with flying, deals combat damage to a player. You may search your library for a card named Tempest Hawk, reveal it and put it into your hand, then shuffle. A deck can have any number of cards named Tempest Hawk. Fortress King Guard, for 1 and 1 white, 1/2, enters the battlefield, it endures 1. Sarkhan's Resolve, for 1 and 1 green, instant, choose 1, target creature gets +3/+3 until end of turn, destroy target creature with flying. So that was the last card in this particular day 2 for the spoilers of Tarkir Dragonstorm. Join me again tomorrow because I'm sure there will be more spoilers for this Dragons and Cons set. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more and more interesting videos about Magic the Gathering and the collectible world.